24 season, and we've got the Vikings' speedy running back. He had a great week to build off of last time out, reaching triple digits and adding 2 touchdowns. It's the Vikings and the Rams, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. An early season tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
And here's Pickett to put it in the air off the bat. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it will be Vikings ball 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
He was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Smith. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Play action. It's Smith. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are on the board first on the road here in L.A. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Pickett will look to throw it here. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. Devin Duvernay. 59 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence is right there.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour. So even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and second down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now out comes Minnesota. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 22 carries, 113 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
On 2nd and inches, Smith. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
7-7, our score after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Another run now for the Warrior. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Vikings are 1-0 the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's Smith. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jamison Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Hill will opt for the touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, Pickett. On the move to his left. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
They need to block in the back. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
First down.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Ready,
2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. Under pressure, they got him again. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. So the completion results there in 9 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on these calls. They want to take care of these quarterbacks who are in vulnerable positions when they're passing the football.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. From the 35 on 2nd down, Smith. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Justin Tucker is set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. On 2nd and a couple, Pickett. He'll get that underneath to Herbert, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So we have come to halftime, and everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. So here are the Vikings to take over. Last week, good result. They were able to beat the Detroit Lions, and now they are on the good side of the scoreboard right now as well. First play's a run with Nwangu. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
So 3rd down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Smith now to throw. And the ball is knocked out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
Following the fumble recovery, Pickett, he finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. That's caught left side by Judy. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Pickett now from the gun here. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around a 30. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Now Pickett. Touchdown, Rams. Dalton Schultz from 4 yards out. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown. 21-14. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. On first down, they'll run with the Warrior. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Rams are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On second down, a run with Herbert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Pickett back to throw.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line.
Pickett now on 1st down.
Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Pickett.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's a give to Herbert. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. Over the middle, complete to Judy.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they still got an opportunity.
And it's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4. Smith. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick 6 ensue. That was a big play.
It certainly was. In the short field, gave him an opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. Once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away and finds his way into the end zone.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Smith.
Well, that's dropped underneath to Nwangu. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Smith now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here.
On the give is Nwangu.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Smith
goes out left. It's caught by Williams. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. On the run is Nwangu.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Smith. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. A 10-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Looking to throw here. Pickett.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Pickett.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both